Welcome to Exponential News, your daily dose of what's happening at the edge of the exponential age. We're here to break down the latest in AI, crypto, space, and frontier tech, so you don't miss the signal in the noise.
We usually think of progress happening one step at a time, a breakthrough here, an invention there. But what if that's not what's happening right now? What if we're living through several massive, interconnected revolutions all hitting us at the exact same time? Okay, let's dive right in.
So, the first and maybe the most foundational shift is this powerful new layer of intelligence that's just been deployed across our entire digital world. And it was all kicked off by the launch of OpenAI's GPT-5.
And wow, what a leap it is. GPT-5 is now the default for everybody using ChatGPT, even on the free plan. But this isn't just a small update. It makes a staggering 45% fewer factual errors than the last version. It's like having a PhD-level expert on call for everyone.
And of course, Microsoft did not waste a single second. They are weaving GPT-5 into their entire ecosystem. M365 Copilot now has upgraded reasoning. GitHub Copilot is getting supercharged. They're offering enterprise-grade security on Azure. And there's even a new smart mode that knows when to be fast and when to think deep. This is, without a doubt, the biggest enterprise AI deployment in history. It's the new backbone of how we work.
So what happens when you just drop this new layer of intelligence onto the world? Well, you get an explosion of specialized apps that start to completely rewrite the rules for entire industries. Let's see what that looks like. Let's start with biotech. A startup called Chai Discovery just pulled in a $70 million Series A round. And they're not just helping with research. Their AI is literally designing brand new medicines from scratch.
And the results are just mind-blowing. The old way of designing antibodies, it had a success rate of about 0.1%. Chai's AI model hits 20%. That is a 200 times improvement. This turns drug discovery from a game of pure luck into a predictable science. But it's not all about one giant, all-powerful model. There's another approach. A company called Coral is doing something different. Instead of one massive AI, they use a whole swarm of smaller, specialized AI agents that team up. And they just beat Microsoft's new model on a key benchmark, proving that a really good team can sometimes outperform a lone genius.
And this gets to a really critical point from Airbnb's CEO Brian Chesky. He says the real advantage isn't just having the strongest AI. It's having the best customized AI for a very specific job. And they just proved it, by the way. Their new AI for customer support has already cut down on human-handled requests by 15%.
Of course, all this AI power, it costs a fortune to run, so new business models have to pop up. Elon Musk's xAI is planning to put sponsored solutions right into Grok's chat responses. So you'll ask a question, and you might just get an answer that's quietly being paid for by an advertiser. It's a pretty radical way to try and make AI pay for itself.
Okay, so this revolution isn't just stuck inside our computers. This new intelligence is actually escaping the screen and starting to upgrade our physical world and how we interact with it.
For instance, a company called Hubble Network is building, well, basically a Bluetooth network for the entire planet. They're launching satellites that can talk to tiny, low-power Bluetooth chips anywhere on Earth. By 2028, they could be tracking billions of devices for farming, logistics, you name it, even in the middle of nowhere.
And then look at our roads. In Atlanta and Austin, Waymo's self-driving cars are already doing more daily trips than 99% of human drivers. I mean, think about that. This isn't a test anymore. In major cities, the bots are now officially more reliable drivers than almost all of us. And if you want to know what the economic impact of this is, just listen to Uber's CEO, Dara Khosrowshahi. He's not beating around the bush. He calls autonomous vehicles the single greatest opportunity for his company. That signals a total reinvention of transportation as we know it.
Meanwhile, Meta's pushing virtual reality to a place that's getting kind of scary. Their new research prototypes are getting so good, they now cover 90% of our field of view, and they're 14 times brighter than the current Quest 3. They're getting close to what they call the visual Turing test, the point where VR becomes literally indistinguishable from real life.
But this physical world upgrade has a much darker side. We're now seeing reports of China's military deploying armed, four-legged robots, they're calling them robot wolves,
in live military drills. These things are equipped with assault rifles, they operate in packs, and they've shown they can make precision strikes. This is a pretty chilling leap forward in autonomous warfare. So we have a revolution in intelligence and a revolution in our physical reality. And happening right alongside them is a third one, the fundamental re-engineering of money and finance itself.
In a huge catalyst just hit the U.S., a new executive order from the Trump administration now lets 401k retirement plans invest in alternative assets. And yes, that includes cryptocurrency. This could unlock the entire $8.7 trillion U.S. retirement market.
The political winds are clearly shifting. This quote from Vice President Vance, saying 100 million Americans will own Bitcoin soon, that just shows you how far crypto has moved into the mainstream. And you can see this smart money is already moving. But look, they're not just betting on Bitcoin. They are spreading their bets across a bunch of crypto assets they see as ready for regulation. You've got Galaxy Digital buying up Ripple, a Michigan pension fund getting into Bitcoin ETFs, and Japan's SBI Holdings is building products for both. Now, as this new financial world is rising, the old one is showing some serious signs of strain. The latest U.S. Treasury bond auction, it basically flopped. It created what's called a tail, which is just a fancy way of saying not enough people wanted to buy the debt. The old machine is definitely starting to creak, and in its place, new financial rails are being built at lightning speed. On Solana, you can now trade tokenized pre-IPO stocks. The Sui blockchain is making crypto inheritance possible. A UK oil company is using wasted gas to mine Bitcoin. And one company just filed to raise $2 billion for a new crypto payment network. A whole new system is being built right now from the ground up.
So let's just pull all this together. It's not one thing. We have a new layer of intelligence blanketing the planet. That intelligence is escaping the screen and reshaping our physical reality. And at the exact same time, the system of money and value we've used for decades is being rewritten from scratch. 3 revolutions, all happening at once, all feeding each other. The only real question left is, are we ready for what's coming next?
That's it for today's Exponential News. To dive deeper and see how we're building in public, just visit exponentialtom.com and join our community.